Hi guys, I haven't made a video in like a really long time, but I'm making one now. So I'm gonna be giving a tutorial on how to do the auto fishing thing that I made. I improved it a little bit, and it's a bit complicated, but go in my Discord if you have any questions. Just try to figure out the problems yourself first, because I am in college, so I'm busy a lot of the time, but I'm doing what I can, so I hope you enjoy. Alright, so getting started with the installations, the first thing that you need is Microsoft Visual Studio Code, and if you go to their website, it's by Microsoft, you can just go here, this blue thing right here, and click download Visual Studio Code, and select whatever you have. For me, I have Windows, so I click this, and then it'd pop up here. So I click save, and I can run that, and then I already have it, so it's not going to do it, but there's nothing fancy with that installation. Second, we have Python. So this is needed so your computer can understand what we write. So if you go to python.org or look in the link in the description, you can go here, and then right under download, there's a latest button. Clicking that will bring you to this page. And then if we go down to files, we can see Windows installer 64-bit. That's probably what you have if you have a Windows. So if we click that, yeah, we run that. For me, I already have it, so again, it's going to be like this, but just go through all the default settings. You don't have to change anything, just install that. This is a difficult kind of one. So pytesseract is our text recognition software or library, and this is the download page. I'll have this linked in the description again, but you're just gonna go here to the Windows 64 setup. You're gonna click this, you're gonna just save it, double click this, and it should give you a pop-up and tell you that the setup is loading when you do it. And with that, it's very important that it installs to your C drive and program files, or else you'll have to change some of the code, and that's not fun. So next is getting some of the libraries for Python installed. So assuming you did everything correctly, you're going to need to get pytesseract, pynput, PyAutoGUI. You're going to need to get opencv, and you're going to need to get pathlib. So I'll run through what these do, but for all these linked, you just have to click this copy button, and then on Windows, at the little search bar at the bottom, you can type CMD to get this. And I know it says my name is Creep. It's shortening creeper crop. It's a very old name for me, but it's intended to be the creeper from Minecraft combined with crops, as in like growing things. I made it on a whim, just ignore that. So there's a couple things that may work. The thing that worked for me was typing py space minus or dash m space, and then you should be able to just paste whatever was here. Pip install pytesseract. And for me, this is going to say it's already satisfied. And if you just go through, do that for each of these, then you're done installing things. Okay, now let's go over the code. This is importing our libraries. This basically tells the computer what libraries we want to draw from. Libraries are like pre-written code that just make sure you don't have to write like a billion things. Because if you didn't have these libraries, this would be thousands of lines longer. So for modification, you have the slot number. This would be whatever character slot you're on. So if on the left you're on the first slot, then you just set this to 1. And then it goes like up to 5, I think, in Devas. The total fish you want to catch. This won't always be the exact number of fish that get caught. And I have an uncommon rod. I think it's about like 300 fish for 30 minutes, or maybe it was for an hour. Overnight you can just set this as high as you want, and then when you get back to your computer you can just stop the program. Your monitor width, this is very important, so it can actually screenshot the right area. Most monitors are going to be 1920 by 1080, and I think if you go to display settings on your computer, you should be able to find out what your width and height is. It should say like 1920 x 1080 or something like that, but you probably don't have to change this. So that's all the things you need to modify. And the fish reference and fish caught, this is just so at the end I can tally up what types of fish were caught and then print that so you can see what you got if you have fish in your inventory already. Otherwise you can just check how many you have. This is getting some image files, and it's basically for PyAutoGUI to look on the screen and try to find these images. So that's why this is here, and that's why when you get your file from, I think I'll have it in a Google Drive, do not move anything. It doesn't matter where the folder is, just don't move anything in the folder, don't touch it. We have a capture region function. This is just used to screenshot the character combo, like the AWWDS whatever you have to press to catch the fish. This captures that exact area. Go fish. It messes with the image taken here, the screenshot, and then finds clumps of black that would be letters, draws around them, and then it uses pytesseract to determine what letter it is, then it adds it to a string, and then it flips it, and then for each letter in the string it's going to press that. So also one thing here, if for some reason you run out of time when your computer's typing in the character combo, you can lower this number. It's on line 120. You can lower this and it should fix itself. This is basically waiting for the prompt for you to press space to start catching the fish. I added this so if they do a server restart, this will rejoin the game. And this right here will check for dailies. Something about this, if you have finished the main quest, I'm not sure if this will work. You may have to redo these keyboard inputs. I'm not sure how the GUI looks after that, but this is designed for if you have something in the main quest. If you do, comment and I can help you figure it out, or check the comments. I might have posted something saying how to fix it if you finish the main quest. And then here's the main loop. If you know anything about programming, it is a while true loop, but it has an exit case, and it's basically when I equals how many fish you chose, and there's also a lot of like waits, so it's not gonna crash your computer or anything. the thing with programming is if you tell a computer to do something infinitely, it will do it infinitely and it won't stop, but we don't have that here. It's completely safe. The only worry would be if there was not this break statement, but it's there. So this is saying if like the attempt is a multiple of 10, I'm going to check to rejoin, just because that could take some time. We don't want to do that every single time. We try to find the prompt to press G. If not, we keep on waiting. And we spam G. And then we're going to wait until the spacebar appears. And then we're going to go fish. And then we're done. Okay, I'm gonna go over how to actually use it once you've finished installing everything. And it'll be super simple, so don't worry. So once you've installed the zip file, you're just gonna go click it, and there'll either be an extract all button here, or if you're on Windows 10, you should right click it, and it should pop up somewhere. But just extract all, and that'll be fine. So now you have this. So you're going to open that, and then there should be two things. There's the reference images. Just really just don't touch this. Again, if any of these move, then the whole thing is going to break. It's a mess. But if you open this, it'll say this. That's basically happens if you make like any script at all. You can just click open. If you want to click open in restricted mode, I don't know what that does. But I personally wouldn't. So you have the script here, same as always. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to your browser of choice and open up the game. Then, assuming that you set everything up correctly, even just from here, you should be able to run the Python file, and then click minus, and it should go through and sign you in after 10 seconds, or about, yep, okay. It's gonna select the character, it's gonna press down like 500 times, and then I'm in. And now it's just waiting. And make sure that when you log out, you're like on top of a fishing spot. Otherwise, you might be turned the wrong way, it might not be visible. There's a lot of things that can make it go wrong, but assuming you did everything correctly, you should start fishing. Again, if you have any questions, any concerns, anything doesn't work, just talk to me in the Discord. I'll have the link in the description. And then there we go. Caught a crab. So about Visual Studio Code, if you ever want to stop a script, you go here, you click the kill terminal, the little trash can. If you click that, it's stopped, it's gone. If you want to start a script, there should be this little play button in the top right. If that doesn't show up, I'm not sure how else you can play it, but it should just be there. I mean, this is the default install of Visual Studio Code, so everything should be the same when you install it, unless you're like years in the future. And I don't think you'll be auto-fishing years in the future, but it is good money, so that's nice. That should be it though. Yeah.